Hello, welcome back to... Oh my god, my camera is tweaking out! Welcome back to GR Live, I'm Alex. I'm going to get into the smaller camera as soon as possible because I think the camera tweaks out left. I don't know why it's doing this autofocus thing today, but it's just started doing it and it seems like it can never really settle unless I do like this. No? No, because it can't decide whether to focus on my hand or my actual face. We're playing Blades of Fire today. Just doxing myself real quick with a bit of a name there. Oh, hold on, actually. I forgot to record this. Hello! Clang! Welcome back to Blades of Fire. Welcome back to GR Live. Today we're playing Blades of Fire. I'm Alex. We're going to be checking out Mercury Steam's Forging Fighting Action Extravaganza. Let's get right into it. I can't decide whether we'll go through an old save that I've got where we're sort of a bit of the way through the game and I can show you guys a bit more substantial stuff, or whether I'll just start a new game. I'm thinking I'm just going to start a new game because personally I think it might be fun, you know, and we can see what's going on and you guys can see it because this game is only just out, so I don't even know. Is it on Steam? Let me check. Let me just make sure actually that I'm not breaking any embargoes by playing this. Pretty sure it should be out by now. It's out on the 22nd, so. Powered by Mercury Engine. Just checking my Epic Games. Oh, have they put a new free game out? Deliver at all costs. Wait, isn't that like brand new, that game? Sifu I've already got for free. I was watching this video before about some guy who's got like some mega fungus on his foot, dude. Epic Games Store is taking ages to load for me. Base game unavailable. I guess it must be out just now, just as we're talking about it, because it says that the sale ends at the 5th of the 22nd, 2025 at 4 PM. That's where we're at now. See, is it open on PlayStation Store? Actually, screw it. Do you know what? There's a demo out. People can stream that. We're going in. Continue. No. New adventure. New adventure. What? It's going to delete my old save? Can you not just like... Oh, who cares, man? Do you know what I mean? Who cares? I'm going easy mode, dude. I'm going to try and show you as much as I can of this game in an hour. We've only got an hour. Just read this at your own pleasure, by the way. I'm not going to be doing any reading. I'm trying to see if this game is actually out now.
Where am I?
Blades of Fire. That's a cart. Let's see when it's going to release. Sign into raid. I mean, today is the release day, so just imagine, wouldn't you? Anyway, that's weird that they didn't have multiple save slots. Again, apologies if the camera keeps tweaking out. I really don't know how to... Unless, let me just try and turn it off and turn it on again. That's always the classic for anything tech, so... You're just going to see this go pitch black for a second. Oh, unless I just knock the hell out of it. Okay, so you can still hear me there, right? One of those streamers now that doesn't show their faces. That's fun. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying it like I'm a streamer. Huh? Where are we going? This way. I'm trying to walk up and press the button at the same time. Alright, so if we do this now, it'll turn on. There we go. Resume.
Impossible.
No, it's still doing it. It's still like... It's basically... I used to be able to turn these things on it without it zooming in, and now I don't know why it's making them zoom in. It's also like knocked to the side, so... see if I can actually got to be a button I can press that can just like. Does that do it? Because we don't want this to zoom in. Make it. I just want to adjust the focus, you know, without it auto adjusting. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it. As I say, we've only got a short amount of time with this game, and I don't want to waste your guys' time by messing about, creeping up on this man. Who could it be? It's us? A girl? Zoom in. Because it's not even like I'm constantly moving. Well, the focus isn't too bad there.
Someone needs my help.
Someone needs my help. I've played this before, by the way, so yeah, you're about to see an expert at work. Also,
An iron axe, not a chance against my steel.
get freaking comboed, bozo.
You're never gonna save them.
Boom. Body strike, head strike, right strike, left strike. So I did the review for this game. As I said, I've already been through it. And I personally didn't think it was incredibly strong, but there's definitely some good elements. Yeah, I know how this game looks.
That all you got?
Smack him in the side of the head. Jason Petronik, how is it? I gave this game a 6, Jason, and I was sort of going between a 5 or a 6 on it. Sometimes the combat's fine, right? Sometimes you feel like, wow, I'm a cool guy who can do cool stuff. Most of the time, though, I just think the game doesn't... Is it worth 60? No. No. Not when you could buy, like... I don't know how into your Souls-likes and stuff you are, but if you've not played, like, Lies of P, go play that instead. If you've not played, like, even, like, the Star Wars Jedi games, I think are just a bit more fun. But I would say if this is on sale or something like that, it is a bit of a fun ride. Like, but there's so much stuff where you're like, what the hell is going on? Why am I here right now?
Kid, time to go. We can't do anything. Now. Come on.
We've got to go. We can't do anything for the old man who was here 5 minutes ago. Trust me, I'm sad too.
You know, it's like, acknowledge what the player will be feeling. Is Star Wars Outlaws or Elden Ring good? Elden Ring is good. Star Wars Outlaws, I played that on stream actually a while ago now. I only got to play the hour of it that I played on stream because I didn't manage to get to play it fully. It was alright from what I could see. It was pretty good. It was a fun little stealth game. I would say if you're looking to just pick up a game right now, and if you're not a fan of turn-based stuff, because like obviously Clair Obscur is the game that everyone's talking about right now. Oblivion, if you're just looking for Oblivion Remastered, if you're looking for something that you can get in around that 60 range. Elden Ring is very good though. It depends on how much you like your difficulty though. Have you played a game that's like Elden Ring before? Because Elden Ring is kind of like at the same time the easiest and most difficult in terms of Souls games to talk about. As mechanically the enemies give you much less time than ever to sort of fight back, but you have multiple ways of distracting them. You love turn-based? Okay, then Clair Obscur is like really, really good right now, but you've probably already heard of it.
I would have died if you hadn't showed up.
I would have died if you hadn't showed up.
Yeah. I was too late. Too late.
Metaphor. I've not played Metaphor, but I've heard great things. My friend Alberto,
You must be Aaron.
who
right?
is like also writes for Game Reactor and reviewed it. I think we gave it a 10 because it was
Albert Doran
really,
told
really
me
good.
he
I
saw
think it's
you
on
at
Game
Queen
Pass right now,
Maria's
actually, or
coronation.
it's coming on Game Pass later this month, or maybe next month. I don't have Game Pass myself,
was a
so. But
long
yeah, if you
time
want turn-based like Metaphor, Clair Obscur, Baldur's Gate, if you've not played it
It
yet,
was a miracle you were still alive.
Warhammer
We were looking
40,000
at you.
Rogue Trader is a really good CRPG, but it's got loads of
He
reading.
said
So
all
I
my
would say that
questions
one is
would be
much more
answered
for
as
like
soon as
if
we
you like
found you.
throwing yourself into a world for the RPG more so than like just getting it on thingy. Metaphor is on Xbox, yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Oblivion's on Xbox,
Aye.
Baldur's Gate's on Xbox, Rogue Trader is also on
Ah,
Xbox.
yes.
So you got a plethora of stuff right now if you like turn-based. Welcome to welcome to Gaming in 2025. Turn-based is kind of back. I do feel like people are always talking about a low point for the industry, and I guess we kind of are. Like, there's a lot of,
you wanted me to give you this.
speaking of low points, battery's low on this bad boy. But there's always something to talk about. There's always a shining example of like why gaming's really great right
Wouldn't
now.
even let me look at it.
Maybe not great considering all the layouts, but yeah.
That's a relic
Just
of the
looking for a new
Forge's
game, been
Age.
gaming for years.
The last
you
of the
want-
7 hammers that
It
forged the
depends
world.
as well, because if you want bang for your buck, like hours to dollars, right? I would say like
Who are
a
you?
Ubisoft game is really good
Exactly.
for that because they take so long to beat. Like an Assassin's Creed, for
Oh,
example.
no, day,
I got
lad.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey for free
Can sleep in
when
the
it came
park.
out, when I bought my graphics
Or
card
till
because it was
tomorrow.
just attached to it, and I spent 85 hours on it or something. So technically I owe Ubisoft £85, but like
All
those
right,
games
Aaron.
take ages to beat. Star Wars Outlaws is kind of the same. If you're looking for something to really throw yourself into for hours and hours and hours, but if you want something like turn-based that's also like got a story that you can get through in about like 20 or so hours, you're not looking to get through loads and loads of time, because Metaphor is another one where you can spend 100 hours. Rogue Trader the same, 120 hours. Clair Obscur is a lot shorter. I would say you could probably beat that in about 25 hours if you were just going through the main story. This game is a lot longer, and it can feel like a draw, like a slog at times. But it's obviously it's what you prefer as well. Like if this really stands out to you, Lies of P was good. Lies of P was good. I haven't beaten it. I've only put a few hours into it, but from what I've played of Lies of P, it was a lot of fun. And Souls-like wise, it's good. And they're just bringing out the new DLC for it as well. So maybe wait until that's
Where
out,
am I?
and then you can
You
get like the full
stand
experience. You know what I mean? Especially if you've not gone through it before.
What am I doing here?
You are now the bearer of a sacred hammer.
Ooh, Sacred Hammer. Give me
Who
that.
are you? And what do you want from me?
Forge your steel here and prove yourself worthy.
I will. So we can only make ourselves big hammer, which is fine. We like big hammer. We can only get a small head. Don't know why, don't know why that matters. Don't worry, the big heads scare me. So we're gonna go all in on big hammer. Yo, there he is. Hello. There I am. We're gonna put that iron in the thingy. You see, this is something I quite like about this game, is the actual like designing of the weapon. The new RPG comes out tomorrow. What RPG comes out tomorrow, Jason? Alright, let's hammer this steel. I've told you I've played this game before, so let's see how well I can get it. This is gonna be where it really shows how much I've understood the mechanics. We hit this down here. We hit this down here. And then we start working away at this side, I think. We just keep going like this. We'll tease it out. Ooh. There we go. I'm surprised we've not got a star yet, I guess. We're looking at one. Fall of Avalon. I've not heard of that. Is it like turn-based? Is it more like this, that, and the other? Sorry, Alicia, by the way. I'm forging right now, if you're down, drop your Discord or IG. I'd love to, but I don't personally control this channel. I'm just a guy. I'm just a foot soldier, if you will, in the grand schemes of Game Reactor. Let's see if we get this. Yeah, if we get this down and then this up, bang! Look at that. 2nd star achieved. Call me Ben, because we're starring. Does that work? Ben Star reference. Fall of Avalon. Let me Google this. Fall of... Keep the Fall of Avalon. Oh yeah, no, I have seen this. Does it launch? Apparently it came out in 2023. Is it 1.0 launch tomorrow then? Yeah. 3 days left until release. Yeah, apparently people like this a lot actually. Is it single player? Oh, this looks good. I might have to get on this. This could be the stream for next week. That looks really cool. Hit me up on Discord. Thank you, Alicia. I will if I get the chance. They're saying Skyrim 2. Well, we've always wanted Skyrim 2. Let me have a look in the Steam reviews. Better than Skyrim for sure. I'll play this Friday at the release. Gives you that old Elder Scrolls vibe. Yeah, it looks good. I always love to see games like this come up. I might add this to my wish list actually. See if it goes on sale anytime. Probably won't, considering it's just come out, but I'm just adding loads of stuff to my wish list now. Not because I necessarily intend on buying them, but because I like to follow certain games and get stuff like them. Do you know what I mean? How do I add stuff to a wish list again? Sorry, I realise I'm not showing off. Sign in. Oh, I forgot. I wasn't signed in on Steam. Give me that Fall of Avalon. Interesting that it's like fully single player, but is also early access, because you don't see many games like that. Could it be Baldur's Gate 3? You know, of this year? Can I be a cat person in it? Because I always play Khajiit in what's it called? It does look awesome. Let's see if we can get a 4-star weapon right off the bat. Got 4 strikes to make this happen. Oh, brilliant. Look at this, 4 stars on the hammer. They said it couldn't be done. But then the thing about this is that with this game, Jason, like what I was saying is somehow you're like, what? A lot of the time, is that, for example, I've made this 4 stars, right? For a lot of the game, unless you choose to upgrade like hammers, you will only, Ult May, let's call it Ult May. You'll only get 4 stars of quality to give your weapon.
Now use the anthem.
I'm going to return to your world. Yeah, I know. So, when you get to forge your weapon again, if I wanted to forge that hammer again, but like change the design, I could just say make it a 4 stars again. I wouldn't have to forge it. Which in some ways streamlines the process, but in other ways makes you go, why did I forge it in the first place?
I'm going to kill the Queen.
But I'll show you the ups and downs of Blades of Fire as I go on. Yeah, Fall of Avalon. I'm marking it down in my diary.
We'll tear you apart, piece by piece.
Hey. Problem with these slower weapons though compared to like the sword is that enemies really get out of any sort of stagger quite quickly. So you barely get the chance to combo most. And you have to just sort of like wait and do a big swing. But I'm gonna try and get some combos off for you guys, you know. nicely though when enemies are blocking like that. You can just sort of hit them down. Split your head open! Boom! What happened, mate? Easy dub for Aaron Delira, the greatest fighter of all time.
Aaron?
Pack the ox, boy. Time to go.
Pack the ox boy. Who's ox boy? That's not my name. You're ox boy now, ox boy. Shall be my mule. There's a demo for the Fall of Avalon. You've got me on the Fall of Avalon now, Jason. I'm almost regretting starting this stream. Ooh, digital art book. That art book would be nice if it wasn't digital. The art as well looks really nice, and they've got the horse armor in the digital edition. Of course they do. Yeah, I feel like Bethesda's not been doing Elder Scrolls, apart from the newly released Oblivion remaster, but they've not been doing single-player Elder Scrolls for years. It's quite surprising that no one's really stepped in to try and do that sort of stuff and to give them that space. The one thing I hope for Fall of Avalon is that it seems that it's a bit more like high fantasy than truly dark, because I think there's enough dark fantasy now in terms of games. Like, this is quite dark fantasy.
This is the domain of the necromancer Acides. Lord to the Queen's Guard.
AC/DC,
Never heard of
the necromancer.
Dora and I passed through these lands on our way to yours. The creepy stories about Acides. Kidnapped families, desecrated tombs. Don't even get started on bloodthirsty rituals.
Look.
To be fair, I say this is dark fantasy. Sometimes it twists randomly into comedy and other stuff, and
Those are
The Queen's dogs. What you heard must have been true.
what do we do now?
There.
Okay, so we're going off to kill the Queen. We're not going to ask what's his name about any of the lore, really. I can't be bothered. Let's just go out into the world and kill people. That's what we're here for, right? We're 20 minutes into the stream already and we've only killed 6 people. I wish that it didn't show you the tutorials when it knows that you've done the game before, do you know what I mean? Ting! Let's rest. This is another thing I marked the game down, well, in my head I marked the game down for. I didn't write this in my review because it seems like quite a petty complaint. But the fact that a rest animation takes so long and that there's no other real way to rest, because like fast traveling doesn't rest you, and neither does a lot of the like going to the forge and back, for example. So if you want to get your health
I'm
things
heading
back,
west to the royal palace. I must kill the queen.
Oh, yes.
why is it doing this? Because it's going to show me that my current weapon is not... Even though I'd actually swapped it to the ultimate, which is what we want. We're going ultimate mode. Stop killing these people. Get smacked up, dude. See what I mean though? Like, he gets hit with 2 smacks of the hammer, and he can smack me immediately straight away.
I'll read them when I have a moment.
Quite hard with a hammer to really get that. Come here then, mate. Hurry!
Enough ruckus.
Oh my gosh.
Troll, out of the way, lad.
Out of the way, lad.
Oh, what a disgusting creature! Time to take some notes.
Don't call me a disgusting creature, kid. He's throwing dookie at me. No more.
It's petrified.
It regenerates. You can avoid that by mutilating it when it stays.
By the way, this is another thing. This mechanic of the troll petrification, it only really shows up once. Because otherwise they're stunned, weirdly, right? They don't actually, Oof. Ooh, I forgot that he has a new move. In his second phase. Oh, I didn't mean to. Damn. Trying to get around his back, but he just keeps walking in the air. See you later, troll.
Something tells me it won't be the last.
Do a little bit of trolling.
Forget it. There's no way into that damn swamp.
The Queen wants your life as a tribute.
Yeah, sure, dude. Freaking Jobber Joe gets 5 million combos. By the way, I'm playing this on easy because I just thought we've got an hour for the stream. Let's try and get through as much as possible. But if I was playing this on medium, every time that you went for a big swing, you would be interrupted by an enemy because the enemies can just completely cut you off whenever you try and go for a big attack like that. So, worth noting if you're thinking of buying it, that it is harder than I'm making it look right now. The game, it's more difficult. It's meant to be. It's not meant to be like an easy one, but it's also meant to be a bit. I also don't think it should be as difficult as it is. But that's a personal take. It's a hot take, Game Reactor take. No, I think a lot of people have found issues with it. IGN gave it a 5, I think, this game. So, but then again, you know, I think people need to stop looking at IGN as like the beacon of all games journalism. Not that they do poor work or anything. It's just there's loads of other outlets out there, and they all equally want you to. Like Game Reactor, where everything's Game Reactor from. You know as well, hot take, I've never seen a weapon system in a game where, like, I've never thought, breakable weapons, I'm glad this is here. You know? Maybe that's just me, Maybe, like, you guys like having a broken weapons in games. Like, I get why it works in certain titles, like Breath of the Wild or something similar.
That's impossible.
Never mind that. Keep writing, kid.
You know, I get why you'd add it because you want people to try all your weapons out, but I don't think I've ever thought that any game at a selling point is like the weapons break, you know? I can't remember where this leads out to. Oh, it's right here, isn't it? It's right near where the other boss is. Bing! Oh, I didn't mean to go to the forge. But we might as well make ourselves a new sword while we're here. I don't think we've unlocked the spear yet. No. We've not even got the first spear. Damn. We need to kill 5 more spear wielders. Let's just go with like... Oh, do we not have enough? I guess we gotta go no pommel. We've not got enough iron. Or steel or whatever. Yeah, we don't have enough. We've only got 14 steel. Let's skip this. Let's make ourselves a blade. A blade of fire. We're not going to be able to get this all in one. I'm surprised at how people do that. You must be able to like really widen out the I've got a very blunt end of the blade, but hey, it looks nice throughout. Now! I'm going to stab you with now! Don't you just mean that? Oh! Yeah. Okay, there's our weapon. I don't need tips. I am the Blade of Fire. Yo, Abadoran's sword is way nicer than mine. Just gonna say it right there. Yeah. Shout out if you're an Abadoran head. I'm going to take the 5-minute rest animation now. Oh, time for the stream to end. I'm joking. Jason's got me looking at freaking... But the only thing I don't like is how the armor is like sorted in the inventory with like pictures of like different rarities. I kind of just like it when armor just is like, this one's better, you know, rather than say like, this one's blue, so you'll like this one. This one has a better colour, so you'll like this one more. I don't know if I've ever been up here. Oh no, I have been up here. I love lying for fun! Because we've rested now, all the enemies are back. Which is something I actually don't think this game needed. Genuinely. I guess it gives you more opportunity to get like loot and stuff, but in reality,
The Queen's dogs updated.
If they're as good as the previous ones, they'll serve me well, boy.
like, I have a feeling this game just wanted to be just a straight up action, like thriller shooter thing. Why did the audio just get really loud then? Oh, I'm evil. I'm an evil bald man. Look at him staggering up to me. Why has he got a limp? I feel bad killing him. I'm gonna stab him with now. Boom, stabbed in the back. Why does he make like evil like monster noises? Go on. Get stabbed with now. Get owned.
Thanks for the confidence, kid.
Destroyed. My blades of fire. The thing as well is that like I like the name Blades of Fire, but at no point are my blades on fire, you know? I'm going to stab you, child. You know, my arms are on fire, if anything. He gets these sweet tats. Although, is it offensive to have skin like that nowadays if you're not? I mean, is he kind of like lacking up a bit? I don't know. I will have to shoot off on the hour, by the way, because I'll be writing about the Warhammer Skulls event, which is coming around this time of year. Oh, I'm getting stabbed in the behind! No! Lock onto a different enemy, damn you! The guy that's stabbing me.
You sure do smell bad.
It'd be nice if he could stab down. Might change to sweeping. Down. Wait. I don't know why he just decided to look off into the. Oh, there's a guy there. I just thought he went like, here, here, yeah, you know. These are the enemies that should be the entire game, in my opinion. The slowest, the slowest bastards in the world. I mean. Yeah, that's right, boys. Come here. What? Why am I suddenly no longer... Gonna have to hold this point. Never mind. Too close to comfort. One of your men's dead. Or is that the guy that said it? Was he not actually dead? And I'm like... Oh, yeah, because... Oh, there's a guy... Oh, they're all around me. This looks like a job for Ultimate. Oh, he hates that fence. Oh, hit the wall. Why is he like... He's like attacking like he's trying to chop down weeds. Bye-bye, boys. You're done for now.
Surrender to my sword.
Yeah, that's right. That's just a warning. Get smacked. It's hard for me to see the health bars. It'd be nice if these like big weapons had like different hit. Do you know what I mean? Wait, I thought. Okay, now it's gonna do. Because I knew he was going to do something like that and hit me as soon as I walk into him, right? Go on. I can't reach that high with my weapon attacks. Do you see what I mean with like they don't stagger? These enemies just get to do whatever they want whenever they want, which is like fine for like an action game like a God of War, like where you're like kind of as strong as them. But in a Souls like it's like, okay, I should be able to get a hit in. Ooh, 8 HP clutch, dude. I should be able to get a hit in there when I'm fighting these people. Brilliant. And we got some Aureus die. Kid named Aureus. I think there's a rest point over this way, but the level design is quite a bit puzzling at times. So there's a very likely chance that we're just going to run straight into a boss. No, here we go. And this is the next story beat as well, so I might make myself a spear for it there. We need to rest, because we can't rest at the forge, even though it will take us out of the excuse me. Even though it will take us out of the game and respawn the enemies, going to the forge and back does not heal you. Simple stuff like that, really. That I would drag this game for when I used to. I have noble steel. Using my noble steel, I can make a weapon that also stabs an enemy. Drawing it out in chalk. Signed, Aaron Delira. Kiss. Ooh, flamed head. That's what my girl be hitting me with. Ha ha. How vulgar. Wish I'd never said that. Let's just go all in on... We can give it more... If we go concave, we give it more stuff. Minus 38 stamina. Get that reinforced shaft. Stuff like that, that's too silly. That's too silly. I can't be doing any of that now. Got an unknown timber over here. Gonna use a lot of materials here, but this flaming, this reinforced shaft, this flaming head, trust me, it's worth it. You're gonna need a reinforced shaft to take some flaming head. You know what I mean? Okay, let's get going with this. I feel like we should iron out the head first. Do you know what I mean? We should like put a bit here, and then we can just use the rest of the iron and take it down the other way. Yeah, just a bit like that. A bit like that, and then we can start hitting the rest of this down this way. Some strong strikes, you know. Yeah. So we can get as much steel as we can down this end of the weapon. The soundtrack's quite nice for this, I think. Well, sometimes it gives you like random vocal bits just out of nowhere. I mean, if this isn't looking like a 4-star, I don't know what is. Told you. Reinforced shaft, flaming head. We're going to be blasting our way through this next area for the next 15 minutes. Letevo. I remember in the preview demo for this that I did, I exited, like, we were playing on PCs but with PS5 controllers, so you could only like type your name on the keyboard, but there was these covers so you couldn't use the keyboard. But I'd accidentally pressed like to type my name using the controller, so I had to like reach my hand under the cover and I just typed in 3 semicolons and pressed enter as the name of my weapon, which actually wasn't that bad of a shout.
Can you
because
read these symbols, youngster?
it seemed that the weapon was pretty good for that type of stuff. So
Are you sure you said it right?
Of course I did.
Good job. Good on you. Nope.
no, but I'd like to hit her with my reinforced shaft and flaming head, if you know what I mean.
Like that as long as I lived, and I've lived a long time, but I'll be back up. I surely will.
Thank you, Baffled Domicile.
How the hell?
It's like an old school Xbox 360 name now. That's the type of name that like hits you dead in COD Zombies.
Yeah! Take that!
And calls you like a really bad word, like slow or something from beyond the grave as you're desperately dying out.
Chanterelle for later, so juicy.
Getting it in search
But
to
for
destroy.
now it's a cold meal.
I can't really complain. I was a squeaker back in the day, you know.
Wake up, you old hot carab! Ah! What? First time with a hot carab? Something
Yeah.
new for your thick skulls.
Thank
What
you.
a pair of hicks.
Okay. Who is this woman? We'll find out, hopefully, in the next
Don't you
8
dare
minutes?
follow me. You've caused enough trouble.
I want to say 8 minutes.
Quite remarkable.
Indeed.
Just setting up the Warhammer Skulls stream. Yeah, okay, this is what we need. Hold on, there's a Raven over here, isn't there? Show you one of the Raven boss fights. Come on, Raven. future I can see. Sorry, I'm Stacy. I didn't think you'd be getting a live performance of one of the best.
Insidious dwarves. I will call them vexers.
Insidious
Very
dwarves.
appropriate.
I feel like that's quite offensive to these poor creatures that I've just killed. Surprised that the headshot even hit that guy. It seemed to immediately fly over him. And we can also smack that guy's head off clean. So I mean, I just broke his guard with an attack. I understand that was the sort of like, bro. Ultimate blast! Ooh, little parry there, little parry action. I don't know how parries work in this game actually. I played it and I don't know. I couldn't tell you before how I meant to hit them. I mostly got through the game by doing this. Because as I say, enemies stagger so little, even when you hit them, they'll just immediately get back up. It's my main flaw with the combat, if I'm honest, because it doesn't allow it to be rhythmic. It doesn't allow you to really...
Creature was a secret steel Templar. Oh, first notes available.
Thanks, kid.
I'm going to use a normal sword as I go through this bit. Anyway, so we got to cut through here, right? Because we can't go through this bit. Oh, we can upgrade our ultimate. Or find new material for our ultimate.
I've acquired new parts for this type of weapon.
You can use them in the forge the next time you build one.
You can use them in the forge next time you build one. Whoa! Don't drop off the edge there. Yeesh. Oh! A collection, a gaggle of dwarves! Is that what the correct term is? Don't know. Ow! These weird swamp men. They're hurting me! They're hurting me! We really need something with some reach. I think we need the reinforced shaft and we need... Oh my god, who let you in here? Oh my god! Okay, oh my gosh, that reinforced shaft or whatever is doing work. Yeah, there we go. Screw you, screw you, screw you. Gosh, that felt like way more than 9 of them. Is there more in here? I know there's more hiding out somewhere. It's up here. The hell and death. Hell and death is up here. What happens if I go in here? Hell and death? More hell and death? Nice. What happens if I go through here?
There's that strange insect cabin.
Woodcarab. That's what the old woman called it.
Oh my gosh, that's a mad shortcut.
I can't believe it. The old witch is leaving. She doesn't like us, Aaron. She's made that very clear.
I thought I'd got to a bit later than I had. My bad. Yeah, I thought we'd completely skipped like an entire bit of content then. We kind of did. I guess. Wait a minute, there's a thingy here. I didn't know that. Did not know that at all. What was the point in me coming up here? Why did you allow that game? Why did you allow that? Should I rest here? Yeah, I probably should, right? Got another minute's worth of animation here, so that's good. What's weird is that there is actually, it doesn't look like there's any natural way for me to progress forward. You know what I mean? It looks like I have to go back the way I came. And then go around, I think. Yeah, because I have to end up there, right? Well, unfortunately we're not going to find out who this old woman is today because... Oh my god! Swamp thing coming at me. I'll call them spore brutes. They're annoying as well. It's just like, they can also just hit you while they're getting hit. Oh my god!
I'll check it later.
Jump scare. Yeah, again, like, Random Skeleton Joe has the same attack power that I do. It's a bit... Ah! Dwarf ambush. Maybe you could awaken these guys by just attacking them. Oh, and they're also all bosses. Incredible. Thank God I saved. Can I get out of here? Actually, do you know what we should do? We should be... Ow! I think as well, I should be able to hit this guy while he's invisible if I literally know where he is and know that my attack will hit him. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm complaining too much. But hey, the stream's nearly over, so you don't have to hear it anymore. I wouldn't mind actually streaming something like that. Stop stabbing me!
More notes about the Marauders. Excellent. Keep it up.
How has this already got a bad stabbing point? Do you know what I mean? Let's go down there and face glorious death against these people. It's a job for Ultimate. Come on then. I literally cannot fight you in this enclosed space. This is not fair. Somehow that still hit. So there we go. Ow. Okay, hit him there. Actually, I just can't hit him. Okay. Battle for the ages. In this random cave. Oh, he spied me there. Ah, there's another one down. Okay, are you gonna also have the same encounter? Right, this is incredible. This is actually incredible. We are facing glorious death. Will we hit him? And he hits us. I think enemy attacks. Just as devastating and quicker. I want to be one of these guys. I don't want to be one of these. Eastern sword, nice. Right, let's go kill these ambushing horrible dwarf men. Accidentally killed his friend on the backswing. So that was good. Ultimate is already damaged somehow. That's incredible. And do you know what? I think that's where we have to call this stream, unfortunately. I think that's where we have to save and return to the main menu. I don't see any point in saving, actually. I'm gonna uninstall this game right now. But yeah, thank you. That was Blades of Fire. This is where the recording's going to end. I'm just going to say a quick goodbye to the people who joined in on the stream. But yes, if you want to check it out, you can check it out right now. It's on Xbox, PlayStation 5 and PC. It's from Mercury Steam. You can check out the review at Game Reactor, wherever you get it from. But yeah, until then, I'll see you next time for another GR Live. I think we've got something very exciting for you next week. So I'll see you then. Recording out! I'm going to upload that. Blades of Fire. Blades. Ooh. And then I'm going to go watch this Warhammer stream, and I will be reporting live on it, so if you want to check out Game Reactor for wherever you get it from. See you then. Otherwise, I'm going to leave this stream to go out, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.